what's up? It's your girl Janae, and welcome to JJ's Flexx Corner, where confidence is the real flex. Today's episode is all about purpose, impact, and how your voice can make a difference. Today I'm sitting down with someone who you may have seen on ATL Live, and he is making a difference in his community through his company, Portion. I am so excited for this interview, so everyone please give a warm welcome to Mr. Andrew Tyree.
Put the Mr. on there.
Yeah.
I'm feeling all my years. Thank you for having me. This is very nice.
Of course.
Yeah.
So I know you're a host on ATL Live, and I know you do different things with food waste and technology. So I'm excited to hear about all of that. But please tell everyone who you are and how your journey started.
I came up rough. To put it lightly. So military kid, ended up in foster care for a while, in and out of different places, food insecure. And so growing up, I felt like I only had a couple ways out, and that was through either entertainment or sports. I wasn't great at sports, so I
only
tried.
one other option.
Yeah, I tried. Right, like I played football. I'm part of a small group of African American men who cannot play basketball. Like, we just don't do it well. Like, we're not good at it. I can't put a ball in a hoop to save my life. So that wasn't going to happen. So I started doing theater really early.
You're a theater kid?
I'm a theater kid.
Oh, I'm a theater kid
See,
too.
come on
Don't
now.
get me
Come on
started.
now.
Into the woods,
Come
everything.
On now. Rent, the whole 9 yards,
Yes!
The King and I. So I started doing theater in St. Louis. Ended up having an opportunity to go to school in New York, and just found my way to different stages. Ended up doing Def Poetry Jam on Broadway, doing some television, and moved to LA. In LA, I was doing TV off and on, but what you don't realize is that there are long bits of time where, like, you might not work. You know,
Yeah.
I had to find something to do.
It's not
during
consistent.
Exactly. So I was doing everything. I've had every single job you can imagine. I've worked in factories. I worked in restaurants.
Wow.
I waited tables. I mean, literally anything you think about. I sold real estate. And actually selling real estate was how I ended up landing my first hosting gig. So
How did that connect?
I know. I was selling real estate, and it was actually going really well in Los Angeles. I was selling some pretty big homes, and VH1 came calling and said, "Hey, we're doing a reality show about real estate agents in LA. We want you to be on the show." I said yes, and from there I started getting hosting gigs. I started backing up, and they were so much easier for me to book than traditional television.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it at first. I was like, no, I'm an actor.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a thespian, okay?
That's how I started.
I can cry on command. You're going to get this drama. You're going to get this drama. But I started leaning in, and I was like, this is actually really great. So hosting was something I leaned into, and I started hosting everything from shows on the Tennis Channel, hosting my own show on Apple TV called Beyond the Block that won two Digiday Awards and a Telly Award. And it just started going really well. Little something. And so when I moved to Atlanta, I started at NBC, co-hosting Atlanta and Company, and then ended up over here at CBS and Atlanta News First, hosting ATL Live. But all while I was doing that, I knew that TV was not my end-all, be-all. I wanted to create something that I thought would last and that was meaningful to me and that would affect my community in some different ways. And that's how Portion was born.
Wow.
That was the abridged version. Yeah.
So I know you said you were an actor at one point?
I was an actor, yeah. I was out there in these acting streets. You know, I'm talking about everything from, independent films to, micro dramas to there's something on Tubi that I'm not about to tell y'all about because I don't want y'all to look for it. But you know what I mean? There's stuff around, and that was what I thought I was gonna do. You know what I mean? Like, I thought I was gonna be Michael B. Jordan. Don't laugh.
I'm gonna try not to.
Keep it together.
You're right.
You hold it together. Okay, that's who I thought I was gonna be, and didn't end up there. But am very happy with where I ended up. Shout out to Mike.
Wow.
You know.
So I heard you talk about your company Portion. So
Yeah.
would you like to elaborate and explain what that is?
Yeah, so Portion is a smart marketplace where we connect restaurants and their surplus to customers. So when restaurants have extra food at the end of the day, your local bakery, your pizza shop, your sandwich shop, your breakfast place, brunch spot, barbecue place, instead of throwing that out, which is what they normally do, we allow them to post it on our website and we sell it to customers at a discount. So people are getting opportunities to eat good food.
So it's fresh.
At a better price. Oh yeah, and it's and companies are making margin. So we know that 1,400 restaurants close every week in this country. A lot of restaurants.
1,400.
Yeah, and we think that restaurants are the backbone of the community, right? They're the people feeding you when your mom and dad aren't, and so for them to be closing and be struggling, and a restaurant industry is a hard industry, right?
Yeah.
So we're trying to help them while also helping the community eat good food.
So it's an app.
It's an app, yeah. You can go to portionaday.com and download it. It lives on your phone, and you scroll it just like you do DoorDash or Uber Eats or anything else like that, and you can find food near you, at the end of the day for a discount.
So this is a very creative idea. So you're an entrepreneur.
Yeah, apparently I am. I didn't start out trying to be an entrepreneur. Like I said, I knew TV. At one point, I figured out that TV wasn't going to be it. I think linear TV is slowing down. People aren't watching as much television.
Yeah, more TikTok, Instagram.
100%, right? And you see people who are in the seats that I used to dream of being in voluntarily leaving. So, like, my dream was to be a late night talk show host for a long time.
Like Jimmy Fallon?
Jimmy Fallon, Trevor Noah, Kimmel, Colbert, like all these people, James Corden. And then I started watching the landscape, like really paying attention to what was happening. And you see that they were leaving. You know, they were turning down money was getting cut, budgets were getting cut. And those shows weren't really what they used to be. You're watching more of that stuff on your phone than you are on your TV.
You're right.
So I was like, man, I got to figure something else out because I'm chasing a river that's kind of drying up.
Yeah.
And I tried a couple different companies that didn't work. I tried a couple different ideas that didn't really hit. But Portion was born, and it took a pivot in the beginning, and now it's really taken off, and we're really proud of this.
So how long have you been in business for?
So we've been in business just under a year. We're pretty new. We're about 8 months old. We launched summer of last year, 2025. And it took us a little while to get ramped up. People didn't really know what we were. But now we have, 10 and 12 kitchens on our platform, new kitchens every day. And we have over 400 people using the platform. We're live in Atlanta right now with plans to expand to Charlotte and Nashville at the end of the year. And then everywhere.
Yes, everywhere.
Yeah.
So where do you see your business in the next 5 years?
Oh, man. You want the humble answer or do you want the real answer?
I want the real answer.
The real answer. 5 years, we would love to be nationwide. We think that this is something.
I know that's right.
Yeah, this is something that, every neighborhood could use, everywhere where people are eating good food,
Yeah, I love to eat.
Yeah, everybody loves to eat. Me too. It's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah.
So we think that this can be everywhere. It's actually a global problem, right? So not just our country, right? Canada, Mexico, Africa, we can really find a foothold everywhere, and that takes time, but we're in it for the long haul.
So at the beginning of the process, did anyone doubt you? Did you have any doubts, or did you have any doubts, or did other people doubt you? Like, was it hard when you first got started?
Yeah, it's hard today. It was hard earlier. I just came from a pitch meeting, and it was hard then. It's always hard, and I think whenever you're doing something new, it's going to be difficult. I don't think people doubted the idea, but I think anytime you're known for something and decide to pivot, people have a hard time seeing you in a new light.
You're right.
So when I started telling my friends and family, hey, I'm going to go into food tech. I'm going to build a tech platform with a data layer underneath to make restaurants smarter about their business, and we're going to exit in 10 years at $1 billion valuation, and I can see it. They were like, I thought you did TV. The last time I saw you were doing stand-up. What's happening? And I was like, yeah, that's great. I did that too, but I can also do this.
Yeah.
And telling people no, I don't have an MBA, MBA, and no, I have no experience doing this, but I think I can figure this out.
That's how it starts.
That's how it starts. And so I think, honestly, the people who didn't know me had an easier chance getting on board than the people who knew me. because they were like, I know you as something else.
Yeah.
But the idea has always been well received. And I think that's one of the keys about starting any business, is that, especially these days when it's so easy to start one, with the AI being where it is, anybody can kind of build an MVP, like a very simple product. That part is not the barrier. The barrier is the test, right? You have to go then take your idea to the people and see if anybody actually likes it. And so when we were doing that testing, we were really pleasantly surprised, because everybody was like, yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
And the second thing you want is people to be like, why hasn't anybody done this already?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's to say that companies haven't tried. There are other companies that have tried to do this in the past, something similar. There's a company that's doing not exactly what we're doing, but something close right now, and they're actually very successful at it. So the model's been proven, but nobody's attacking it kind of the way we are.
So what do you believe sets you apart from other businesses or like other companies that do the same thing that you do?
Have you ever thought about being a VC? Like, you should be a VC, because this is what they asked me in the pitch meeting. This is great. For me, I think what's really interesting about my approach to this problem is I lived it. Right. So a lot of people who, approach business, they do it from a personal space, like it's something that they experienced and they wanted to solve it. I've been hungry. I've gone to bed hungry more nights than I think anybody probably should, especially growing up. And when you're doing that, knowing that restaurants all around you are throwing away perfectly good food just because nobody bought it, or it's gonna go bad tomorrow or won't taste as fresh the next day, you don't really know that you're gonna be the one to solve it, but it's wrong, and you feel it. And so growing up that way, going to food pantries, getting our groceries from the local church, like doing these things, it puts me in a very kind of introspective space on the subject matter, where I can say I live both sides. And that's where we're building from.
So who is the most interesting person you've interviewed?
Oh my goodness. I can only pick one. Well, okay, I'm gonna cheat. I've had two really good ones this year. So we interviewed Kelly Rowland and Method Man.
Wow.
They had a new movie that came out this year, and I thought that they were just so personable and warm, wonderful people. Had a really good time doing that. But I would say probably my number one is Spike Lee. So the famous director Spike Lee was in the studio with us a couple weeks back, and we got to sit down, talk to him about all his movies, what he's doing next, how he thinks about the film industry currently. He was also very warm, open, willing to give his time. He stayed and took pictures with the whole building. It was really nice. So shout out to Spike, man.
Well, that's cool. Yeah. So who would you like to interview?
The first person that comes to mind is President Obama. If I can get Barack in the seat, I think that would be amazing. He just has such a unique take on everything, life. Nobody's really seen the world from his perspective before, and so kind of getting his take on things would be amazing. And he wears a bunch of different hats now too. He's an author and a business owner, and so a father. He has two daughters like I do, so probably having that conversation about how do you go about raising girls. Let's talk about that. That would be amazing.
So you do so much. You have your own business. You still do hosting?
I do. I host that TV show every day. Host ATL Live every day, Monday through Friday. We do 2 shows a day, 10 and 2.
Whoa. So you do so much. So how do you balance that and still have time for your family and time for your free time and to do things that you like to do?
Well, free time is hilarious. That's a very funny concept. We don't do free time.
Oh, no free time.
No free time. It's very nice that you mentioned it. I remember free time back in the day. And I don't sleep.
You sleep?
I don't sleep. All these gray hairs I got in the last 24 months. There was no gray hairs before that. Now they're all here. But no, you just, honestly, sleep is important. You guys please get some rest.
Yes.
But when you are building a business, you're going to have to sacrifice some things.
You're right.
So the schedule is, I'm up at 6, getting the girls up, helping get them ready for school. I'm at work by 8. I'm at work till 4. I leave. We're doing play, dinner, baths, bed for the girls. They're in bed by 8:30. About 9, I start working on Portion. So I do portion from 9 to midnight.
Oh.
And then, you shower, go to bed, and you do it all over again. And then, you're taking calls on your lunch hour, your weekends. We're here. We're doing this on the weekends.
No sleep.
No sleep.
The grind.
No sleep. Yeah.
So how can teenagers make an impact through technology?
Ooh, that's a big question. Because you guys are at like the precipice of the next wave. You guys are young when AI is taking a major turn. I was about your age when tech took a different turn. I was about your age when like the smartphone came out. So when smartphone like first launched, cell phones came around, we were like, wait a minute, there's a computer in our pocket. Like that was insane, right? Because you only had one at the house and maybe you had one at school. You ever play Oregon Trail? Yeah, see, no, you don't know. Oregon Trail's an old computer game, and that was.
I've heard of it.
Okay, see, when you go home, look it up.
Okay.
You go home, look it up, and that was as far as the tech went. So now you guys really have like this open palette, this empty canvas where you can really paint whatever you want. If you had an idea for an app, you could go home and you can build it right now. 5 years ago, you couldn't do that. So I think being creative, being very selective with your taste, because taste is now going to be the barrier. Not just can you make something, but is your idea good? Is it worth using? I think it's going to be very important, and making sure that you're using your powers for good, right? Like this is kind of to whom much is given, much is expected. You're going to have all this access, but are you going to use it to better the place or not? And you can also use apps like Portion. That'll help.
Yeah. So what would you say to someone that is ready to start a business but doesn't know how to get their idea out there or where to start?
Yeah, I would say go fast. I'm a big proponent of speed. I have a friend, I won't mention any names, but he is brilliant, like way smarter than I am. Really smart guy. But he will sit on an idea until perfection. And, by the time you've ideated and perfected and scrapped a model and tried it again, like somebody's come and beat you
to the idea.
Like you have to go fast, and you can go fast now. So we want to fail quickly, right?
Yes.
So you want to test an idea so fast that you can say, oh no, that doesn't work and I'm going to pivot. Not sit in your room and kind of piecemeal it together. So I would say go fast and, yeah, there's no limit, so it's wide open.
So we have this thing we like to say on the show, Flex You, as you can see right here,
okay,
right,
all right.
right here,
okay,
and
gotcha.
on the pants right here.
There you go.
So it's something we like to say, Flex You. So what do you think that means to you, or like what does flex mean to you in your own words?
Ooh, first thing that popped into my head is. I think you should be able to be good at what you do in many different spaces, right? So I think I'm always impressed by people who can step into many different rooms and represent, right? So if you can be good at a dinner party, and if you can be good at your job, and if you can be good at home with your family, like it doesn't really do anybody any good if you're great at one thing and then terrible at all the rest. If you're great at business but your family really doesn't want to be around you, that doesn't help. Or if you're really smart or funny but you're hurting people's feelings, like that doesn't really help. So for you to be able to step into any particular space, and when you leave, people are like, oh man, like I really enjoyed that guy, or I really thought that guy or gal like really had a lot to offer. I think that's a great flex, and that's what I hope I do.
Okay, clock it. So now we are going to go into our game segment called Flex Files. So
Is it anything like Oregon Trail? No.
Yeah, we get in there. All right. So it's called Would You Rather, and I'm going to ask you or tell you a whole bunch of scenarios.
Okay.
You're just going to give me what you think.
Okay, here we go.
Would you rather host a show with no audience or an audience?
Live audience all the time. I started out in theater. I love that immediate energy. If I say something funny, I need laughs. If I bombed, I need to know. Don't leave me in limbo.
Yeah.
I'll take a studio audience every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go live or pre-recorded?
I like going live.
Really? What if you mess up?
I love it. I love it. It's all about theater, stage, improv.
Right.
You need to be able to be quick on your feet, and if you mess up, you gotta be able to fix it right now.
Yes,
Yeah.
I had to learn that the hard way. I'm also an actor myself, so I do acting, TV hosting, modeling.
Yeah.
I do it all.
Now, what you need to do is do live TV. When you do live TV, you'll be doing an interview like this with a producer in your ear in real time.
Talk to you while you're.
Oh yeah, they have to tell you what questions to
Ooh,
ask, how
that's
much time
too
you
much.
got left, what you can't mention. They're talking to you while you're actually listening and talking to somebody else. That's next level.
Whoa. How can you even focus?
Exactly.
So be famous or be respected.
Oh, be respected. Who needs fame? Fame is overrated.
You're right.
Yeah, fame is overrated. I don't need pictures being taken of me and my family while we're eating.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and fame without the respect is just, oh no, we don't need that.
Be seen or be heard.
It'll be heard. I like to be in the house. I want to be at home. Yeah, I don't need to be seen.
Would you rather partner portion with a bunch of small local restaurants or one huge national restaurant?
Oh, yeah, small local restaurants. We need to impact the community. We need to get to where people like to eat, their local restaurants, their local places. We don't mind large, partnerships, but not at the risk of small independent local places.
So save leftovers or stop overproduction, which I feel like I know your answer to this.
Yeah. Save leftovers. I think when you stop overproduction, you run the risk of underproducing. And so restaurants have tried that in the past. They've tried we're just not going to make as much. And then you end up not having enough. So you can do stuff with the leftovers that are helpful to the community.
At JJ's Flexx Corner, we love to celebrate our guests, so we have a little sweets celebration from you from Honey Sweets Bakery.
Oh,
so come on
now.
in. Ooh, let's see what you got.
Oh, hey, how are you?
Okay, I'm Sheila from Honey Sweets Bakery.
This is a pleasure, Andrew.
Nice to meet you. We wanted to give this to you, show our appreciation for you coming out.
Thank you so much.
Ooh,
And they're
what is
cookies too.
that?
Oh,
Raisin and chocolate chip.
come
Ooh, I love a good
now.
oatmeal
Can I-
raisin.
How do I?
Please kind of step in the camera a little so we can kind of see you.
Look
And
at
tell
that.
tell the audience what's in there.
Oatmeal raisin and chocolate chip.
Yeah, no.
You gotta dip down.
I was looking at you.
Uh
So in there you're gonna have oatmeal raisin
huh.
and chocolate chip.
Ooh,
My
okay.
absolute favorite.
Okay, good.
I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
So, Honey Sweets Bakery, and I am in Snellville, Georgia.
Thank
You're
you
welcome.
so much.
So if you are in the Snellville area, you already know who to hit up, okay?
Oh yeah.
Go on, get. So please tell everyone where they can find you, where they can find your company Portion,
Yeah.
and where they can see you on ATL Live.
For sure. If you want to be a customer on the Portion app, you can go to portiontoday.com. You can download that. It's a web-based app, so you can sign up on the website, and then you can download that as an app on your phone or your tablet, your device. We have new restaurants popping up every day, so keep looking at it. We send out alerts and emails and hot and fresh notices. It's a really good time.
So you have a team?
Yeah, small team. Yeah, a couple people. Keep it small.
Keep it small.
Yeah. And then we do really great surprise and delights too. So we do pop-ups, we do restaurant takeovers where we do giveaways and have a lot of fun activities. So be on that mailing list. It'll be great. And then ATL Live is every day, 10 and 2. It's on Atlanta News First. So you can watch it on the ANF app, or you can watch it on Atlanta News First on your television or your tablet, your device. And we're on there twice a day.
Twice?
2 times.
2 times. Thank you so much for this amazing interview. It was a pleasure.
Oh,
and
yeah.
thank you for watching. Until next time on JJ's Flexx Corner, I'm your host, Janae. Clock it. And always remember, be bold, be heard, and always
Flex you.
I know that's right. Clock it. Oh, at I am Janae Madison on all socials. You know what it is.
Come on now.